Hi, welcome to Piano Think. We're going to talk not so much about piano technique, but a very important technique of piano playing, and that is sight reading. Your ability to sight read is essential, and if you want to pursue music at a collegiate level or beyond professionally, it's essential that you are a strong sight reader. Sight reading is basically the art of faking. It's the ability to present the general concept of the music, not necessarily playing note perfect, but in a way that is both usable and valuable. The things that make it usable and valuable are two really simple ideas. And this is a topic we could talk about a lot, but in essence, sight reading revolves around these two things. One is counting. Now, I give a sight reading quiz every week in a particular class I teach, and if there are any counting problems, the grade for the student receives, the grade that the student receives in the quiz is an F. It's failing. Now, let me explain that. This means that if there are, let's say, if I open randomly here, and there are 3 counts in a measure. If the student does not have 3 counts in a measure, it's failing. Now, if they put beat 2 on beat 3, but they still have 3 counts, then I don't mind so much. But a lot of times as a pianist, you are sight reading in an ensemble situation, and if you shortchange a beat, it's going to throw everything off. If things are internally a little bit not correct, it will throw things off briefly, but in the grand scheme of things won't be as big a deal. So counting is very important, and counting out loud. If you cannot count out loud while you're playing, this is an important skill to get as soon as possible. So get used to counting out loud in any way that's meaningful to you. The other part of sight reading is understanding what's happening harmonically. And this is what helps me have the ability to fake, because I can make a family out of all the notes. So I literally just randomly opened this book, I solemnly swear, and this is some Brahms art songs. And I'm going to tell you what my brain is thinking as I'm playing. F major, D minor, F major sounds, B flat major, F major, C major, F major. The other deal I have with students when they take this quiz is if they stop or stutter or they restart anything, it's an F. So you have to go forward. You cannot stop and fix. If you're stop and fix, it's not sight reading, it's practicing. So I often do my sight reading by reading from the bass up. And by reading from the bass up, it gives me the chance to have a sense of what the harmony is. If you are not good with understanding harmony, this is a really important skill, and work with your teacher to have some music theory, possibly AP music theory course. Look at chordal music, hymn books, anything like this, where you can quickly analyze the names of the chords. The faster you are at this, the better you will be as a sight reader. I am a good sight reader, but I was my very best sight reader in my life when I was a doctoral student, and I was accompanying about 15 hours of voice lessons every week. This is a great way to sight read because you get paid for it, but because I was practicing sight reading 15 hours a week, my sight reading got stronger and stronger, and I felt like I was pretty fearless and could read just about anything at that point. So you get good at sight reading by sight reading. A great skill, what you can do is there are arrangements of so much so much orchestral repertoire, Beethoven symphonies and such, now arranged for piano four hands. So get your friend, you can read through all the Beethoven symphonies, or the Beethoven quartets, or Haydn string quartets, any number of things that are arranged for piano four hand. Try accompanying voice lessons. This is a great skill. Repertoire is not generally as difficult as your solo repertoire, and you get paid to sight read. If you are not a good sight reader, I worry about you. And a valuable musician is a musician who is easy to hire. If you are not a good sight reader, and because often sight reading looks like this: hey, can you play this for me? I just want to read through this. Or can you do this for my lesson coming up? Or can you accompany this choir right now? You don't have the chance to say, Yeah, I'll do it for you in 3 weeks. It tends to be right now. So again, count out loud, think harmonically, do not stop, be willing to fake, and practice it every day. You will get much stronger at it. Start as soon as possible.